Hello friends, so now we are going to study about the growth assessment in newborn. So there are four parameters, that is the growth, height, head circumference, chest circumference and mid-arm circumference. So there are total five, that is the growth assessment in newborns. So in pediatric, when assessing for weight, we have to see that the average birth weight of a child is 3 kg and the weight loss, that is a loss of fluid. So why there is a loss of fluid? Because the fluid is filled in the intracellular space. Why? Because the child is drinking fluid and excreting fluid. So the body of the neonate is made up of fluid and fluid. So the extracellular fluid has to be lost. That is lost by the hyperthermia in baby when the baby comes out in the contact with the external environment. So the extra fluid of the body gets evaporated. So in term babies, 10% weight loss is seen in the first week of the baby, and after first week then regain of birth weight starts again. In preterm baby, 15% of weight loss occurs and regain of birth weight occurs after 1 week. Now we can see the weight gain according to different ages. So 20 to 30 grams per day is gained in first 3 months. For first 3 months of a age of a child, 20 to 30 gram per day is achieved by a baby. Now after 3 months, 400 grams per month till 1 year is weight gained by a baby. Then 2 kg per year is seen, that is more than 1 year till 7 years. From 1 to 7 years of age, 2 kg per year weight gain can be seen in a child. Then 3 kg per year weight, that is after 7 years of age, 3 kg per year weight gain can be seen in a child. So birth weight, that is you have to remember, this is the important point, that is the birth weight doubles by 5 to 6 months and triples by 1 year. Means when the child is of 5 to 6 months, the weight gain from the if the child is born of 3 kgs, at 5 or 6 months the weight of the child should be 6 kgs, and till 1 year the weight of the child should be 9 to 10 kgs. That is the tripling of the birth weight. Okay, now we come to the height. So that the height is measured using an infantometer till age of 2 years. That is the means infantometer means till 2 years of age the child doesn't know how to walk. So we use an infantometer, that is a instrument that is used for measuring the height of the child. It is like this. You have from head to toe, you have to open up the infantometer and the readings are made in the scale, and we have to measure the length of the child because the child is in the lying position. After 2 years of age, when the child learns to walk and stand, then it is measured using the stadiometer. That is the what we use to measure the adult height. That is the same meter that is used in the children also. At birth the height of the child is 50 centimeter. At 1 year the height is increased up to 75 centimeter. At 2 years of age, the height is increased up to 87.5 centimeter. Thereafter, there is a steady increase by 6 centimeter per year. Okay, so what do we conclude? That is the height doubles by 4 year and triples by 12 year. Means at 4 years, the height will be 100 centimeter. Okay, then it triples, that is the 150 centimeter by 12 years. Okay, so these are the important points according to the exam point of view. Then is the head circumference that we measure in a child, that is the occipitofrontal circumference. That is the measure of the brain, that how much the brain is developed physically. So we measure by measuring the head circumference of a baby. So at birth the circumference of a head is 33 to 35 centimeter, which increases by 2 centimeter per month. That is for 3 months it increases by 2 centimeter per month. Okay, so at 3 months the circumference is 41 centimeter and it further increases by 1 centimeter per month for 3 months. Okay, then at 6 months the circumference is 44 centimeter, which increases by 0.5 centimeter per month for 6 months. Then at 1 year the circumference is 47 centimeter. At 2 years the circumference is 49 centimeter. Okay, now we move to the next point, that is the chest circumference in a child, that is the indication of malnutrition. That is the indication of nutrition status in a child, that a child is a malnourished or not. So at birth the head circumference is more than the chest circumference, that is the 3 centimeters. The head circumference is 35, so chest circumference will be 32. Okay, so that is the difference of 3 centimeters should be there between the head and the chest. So when the child is born, the head circumference is more, means the size of the head is larger than the size of the chest. But at the age of 1 year, the head circumference is equal to the chest circumference. So this is an important point. At more than 1 year, the chest circumference is more than the head circumference. After 1 year, if chest circumference is less than the head circumference, then it means malnutrition. Means after 1 year also, if the head circumference is more than the chest circumference, that means the child is malnourished. So you can, by seeing the child only, we can surely say that the child is malnourished. At birth, if head circumference is much more than the chest circumference, so what we can say, the head is much more developed in the body, that we can say that the child may be having a hydrocephalus, or the child is a IUGA, that is a asymmetric child, or the child is a preterm baby. So you understand like why, because it is because of the brain sparing effect, that is the brain sparing effect. So what is this effect? In this effect, by nature only, the head of the child is much more bigger than the rest of the body part, because the nature decides that the head of the baby should be well developed in a child, because the body, rest of the body is not, because the brain controls the whole of the body. So it is very important that the brain should be developed. So nature decides that the brain of the child should be developed. So moving further, we see that the mid-arm circumference of a child, so it is a age independent measure of a malnutrition between the 1 year to 5 years. Means the age does not matter, like at what age what should be the circumference. It is for all the children between 1 to 5 years of age. So 15 centimeter to 17 centimeter is the normal mid-arm circumference. So you should measure a mid-arm circumference of a child. So it is a real indicator of a malnourishment in a child, because it is irrespective of the age of the child between 1 to 5 years of age. It is applicable for every age. So less than 13.5 centimeter is a severe malnourished child, which can be seen, and like it is a malnourished child, and less than 11.5 centimeter is a severe malnutrition, which is seen in children. Okay, so next is how do we measure the mid-arm circumference. So one is the Shakir's tape. So it is a instrument like this, like the normal measuring tape, we have all the readings, but this reading tape has a different color coding. So here is a green, this is yellow, and then it is red. So when it is in the green zone, that is a this zone, so it is a normal reading. When it comes in the yellow zone, means that the child is malnourished, but when it is in the red zone, the child is severely malnourished. Okay, so the tape has a different color coding. So according to the color coding, the color coding is according to these numbers. So according to these numbers, the color coding is given. So directly by the color also we can decide that the child is malnourished or not. Okay, then is the Bengal test. The Bengal is of 4 centimeter in diameter, which is used to measure the mid-arm circumference. So that the Bengal that we have is of 4 centimeter. That is the standard size, and if a Bengal crosses the elbow of a child easily, that means the malnutrition in a child is present. So this was all about the malnourished, that is all about the growth assessment in a newborn. So we study about all the 4 points, that is the weight, height, head circumference, chest circumference, and mid-arm circumference. So these are the routine checkup which you should do in a neonate to assess the normal growth of a child. Okay, I hope you understood each and every point. If you have any doubt, you can write me in the comment section. Thank you. And